Look at this fucking stuff right here. It's gonna look so fucking cool. But as with everything with an HMods build, we have a problem. Not a problem. We do have an issue. But some really cool stuff gonna happen today. So, I'm Hobbs, and you're watching Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Hey everyone, I moved my merch store from that website that shall not be named that screwed my couple of orders up to Fourth Wall. Check this out. With all new stuff, well, I mean some of the old stuff which you liked, but now this new shirt, the 8-bit console retro shirt that resembles another thing that shall not be named because I don't want to get copy strike. Copy strike? What the hell? What the f***? So yeah, go check out the new stuff. It feels good. I'm wearing one right now and it feels great. So yeah, buy my shit.
The painting went really well. If you missed what happened last week, what I did was I took all this stuff out. I used primer, white primer first, and then I put down black rhino liner.
Deadline, the front lines of innovation.
And then I put down this kind of stuff. Because it gives it that sort of, it gives it a hammered steel look. The upshot was it sort of meshed with the rhino liner, and it's got sort of a nice consistency without being too overly bumpy. One of the things I was noticing with the rhino liner is that, so on a tank, there is like grippiness, but it's not like rhino liner. They don't spray the whole fucking thing with rhino liner. They do sort of, when they pour the steel, it's not perfect. So the saying is, the saying goes, when you're on a tank, you're supposed to like, and the saying goes is one hand for you, one hand for the army. So tanks are never really like super grippy like the back of a truck bed. So I was really super happy with the result. The upshot that is that the green looks freaking amazing on top of all this stuff because it's not a perfect coat, which means you can sort of see all the stuff through it. And the rock salt that I used on that I put on top of the steel paint came off. By the way, I got that suggestion from Microsoft's Copilot. So it suggested using rock salt, and so I did. And the upshot is, once I spread it all off, you got these little bits right here that make it look like the paint is chipping, which I thought was, it looks amazing. But here's the thing. It was quickly made aware to me that this right there is not going to work. So I got some Bondo, and we're going to fill a lot of these, maybe not all of it, because I do like some of it, but we're going to fill a lot of it. The next thing is, from Milstrata on Etsy, I have our custom-made 140 millimeter fan mount that's going to go in the front panel, on top of the other 140 mil fan that's already going to be there. So it looks like that, which is super cool. But the guy sent along some cool stuff along with it. So now it's there, and it's raised up a couple of mils. And then there's another one which raises it up even higher. And at first, this is the one that I was going to go with, but I think I like this one better now. So a lot of what we're going to be doing today is detailing, because I'm waiting for another part to come in, and I still have to paint the back. I still have to paint the motherboard plate. That's that and this. I still have to primer, which is fine because once I'm done with that, I can just start building. This is what we have to do today, though. This is the top panel. I could do some kind of aging and I don't know, not rusting, but sort of something like that. I could do something like that, but I'm not going to do anything major with this. So that's where we're at right now. So what we're going to be doing today is detailing. I have to glue this in. So that's where we're at. Let's start the show. So we've got a 140 millimeter fan here. We're going to have another one right here. And then the case drawer on top of that, which is this piece right here. God. One thing I think I am going to do though is paint I might paint the GPU stand. I might paint it green or black on the outside of it. Oh, I'm so happy we're getting to the building part. I want it to really stay. All right. That's gonna look so fucking good. Everything something that won't get me copyright struck. So normally, Milstrata, he on Etsy, his store is pretty cool. He's made stuff for me before. This is a regular one that he offers on his store. I'll provide the link. But this one's actually got the original microchip right there. So I've had stuff done by him. So this is a 120, and I was like, "Hey, can you do a 140 mount for me?" And he's like, "Yup." So, and it fits in the same drive bay. He got really, really creative with this, because normally it just slips in right there in the back. But what he did was he opened it up like this. The guy did a really good job. He opened up the bottom. This is not the one we're using. So he opened it up in the bottom, and so now it just slips in like that. And oh god, that looks so fucking cool. Let's see how that looks. Anyway, so it's gonna look like that with screen on top of it. Oh god, that looks so nifty. So that when you're not going to notice it readily, then you're not going to notice the HMODs regularly, which is just fine for me, because there's going to be a screen on top of it. But that's how it's going to look. And then there's going to be the case drawer on top of this, which will be that. So it's... Oh, Milstrata, you are a man who knows what he does. Great fucking work, this guy. You know, and the cool thing, one thing that's sort of working in the favor is this is not perfectly done. There's scratches and stuff on one side of this, which is fine with me. I am loving how imperfect this, because tanks are mass produced. They're not, the only quality control they have on these things is, does it turn on, does it fire, does it move everything? They don't give a shit if the periscope glass is scratch resistant. That's a problem. I seem to have Sharpied actual... That's a boo-boo. So I'm going to have to see if I can remove the Sharpie. Which is easily done with alcohol. Ta-da! 99% alcohol will just about cure what ails you. This was scrap plastic, which is why I didn't have a problem painting on it, but now it's a problem. Here we go. And once again, I'm not worried about the scratching at all. I think it actually adds to it. So, there we go. This is the last one. Very nice. This one fits just like a glove. Okay. That's gonna look so fucking swick. Duh. Just wait, people. Just wait. You're not even ready for what's coming. Oh, so cool. Next thing is the screen. So I'm gonna seal it in like this. I got glue on my hand, and it almost hurt a lot. Oh, that looks so good. Good. There we go. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, duh. I'm going to be hot gluing both sides of this. That is so well cut, too. All right, hot gluing. All right. That looks pretty good. Now this is gonna look super cool. I marked some holes for it. We're not actually gonna be sending a rivet through because it doesn't go all the way through. But what I can do is I can send some super glue in that hole and then put a couple of motherboard screws on there. Put a bit to go in there, run it across the joint, and Bob's your uncle. I gotta get this on quickly though, because otherwise it's gonna set. So holes. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. Now we just have to make it so that it doesn't just open willy-nilly. So for that, we are using... These are rare earth magnets, and I got them as soon as I heard about the rare earth thing because it's gonna go up in price. The idea is, check this out. I'm gonna put it behind here, but I'm also gonna make an indent on this piece so that it's flush. That is so cool. Oh, I can just push it in like that. So I'm just gonna throw it in there and push it into the foam a little bit, and then put some super glue on there, and it'll be nice and flush. I have good ideas. I have good ideas. I just need to mark where it is. Cool. And it's in. Oh, that looks so good. All right. I don't know if I could have asked for a better way to do that. That looks great. You know, I didn't want to get started today. I was dragging my butt. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to hang out and bitch about how much more work I had to do. I have to say, though, I am having a blast. What's next? I've been looking forward to this. This is why I had to wait for everything. This is why I had to wait for all the building to be done, because I have to hot glue the guns in like this. That looks so fucking good. The next one's gonna be a bitch, because I have to shove it all the way through in order to get it in, and I have to, we got to shove it through. Gotta get it in so the hot glue doesn't dry. What I'm doing is I painted some regular black acrylic on this, but I think it's too shiny, so I'm flattening it out a little bit with the black 3.0. I'm not painting a thick coat on it because I don't want all definition to go away on this. But the idea is to just flatten it out a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some silver paint to, destroy it just a tad. I'm going to make it look scratched and stuff. That's going to look so fucking nifty. Now I've got to shove it on. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. Okay, now that that's properly adhered, I'm going to get in here with the glue again And, oh man, this looks so fucking nifty. Oh my lord. So, where's the screen? Oh boy, that look good. Look at that, good. Look good. Look better than a bowl of gumbo. Oh, that looks so good. What? You know, I just realized something. I've been watching Game of Thrones. I've been watching Game of Thrones again. And one thing that struck me is Jaqen Hadar, the faceless one. They're assassins. They're faceless assassins. They can just about be anybody. And that's cool. But the man speaks in a way that is singular to the faceless ones. They're not supposed to exist. Nobody is supposed to know the faceless ones exist. It's just like a ministry on top of, you know, in a big building. Is that all of them? Yeah. Oh, that looks so fucking good. Look at that. So the guy speaks like he speaks. I'm sure you've seen it by now. It's a spoiler. The man is quite adept at killing people. But the thing is, he speaks like a boy would never, you know, do something like that to a girl. A girl would never blah, 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 blah. Well, an assassin would never speak in the third person omniscient and, you know, give himself away. God, that looks so fucking cool. So I think the best way to do it is to like lay it down like that, which means I need something to brace it against. Will that work? It's a little bit big. Okay, that'll work. So I'm gonna hot glue the hell out of this and I'm just gonna... Okay, here we go. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh no! Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry and then we're gonna do more hot gluing around. And actually what I might do first is do the Bondo first and then do the hot glue. I did find some screws. These are black phosphate pan framing screws. I don't know what the f that means. But it's on there, and it's on there nice, and it looks cool. I am going to have to do here, which is fine. We'll get to that. But this is good. I don't know if we're going to get to the detailing today. It's getting pretty long. So now I'm going to glue this into place. Maybe I should Bondo it first. I should probably do that first. Alright. I'm going to call it here, because there's a lot more that gets to get done, and I'm sorry that I didn't get to the actual detailing, but we'll see what we get up to next week. Maybe what I'll do is I'll throw the other... I'll see you next week. Bye.